let's get into this. Goodness. Oh, okay. Alright, damn, that is just creepy. Not at him grasping his head like that. Okay, I always say it, but I always have this thing where if it's like closing in on somebody's face and they're looking just past the camera, I love it when they then at the last second flick to look at the camera. It was a slow version, but Taehyun did it too. Thank you, Taehyun, for fulfilling that wish. Whoa. Oh, that is beautiful. Wow. Okay, a lot of distorted visuals, which makes sense. Grasping their head as if they have a headache and just like this feeling of losing your mind. That is very, very interesting. Alrighty, let's run through it again. It's like streaming lights. Subender. My gosh, there's so much to actually unpack this time. Ah, so that light that I was saying that looked like a moon, it's like literally like a hole in the setup. So like, I think actually how the build of it is that black space is literally like this giant dome. And you have like this hole that's actually showing what the studio actually looks like. We all know the iconic Hybe studio. But it's like kind of acting as the moon. Interesting. A lot of warping, a lot of like, what do you call it? Like double exposure to give like that ghosty effect. So eerie. Oh, and the contrast is so high right here. It looks like it could be inverted, but it's not. Or maybe it is inverted. No, I don't think it would be inverted because blue wouldn't invert to purple. But this shot is absolutely gorgeous with the feathers falling down on them. So yeah, I mean, some of it was creepy, sure, but I don't know, at the same time, maybe I'm just really used to seeing like creepy as shit from like R-rated stuff. Maybe my threshold and tolerance to creepiness is like way higher. Very, very interesting. Now I'm sure that the YouTube short has already been posted, so I'm gonna jump over to YouTube and see. On my second watch through, I was trying to actually see if you could see anything distinct with their eyes, especially Bongyu, but not really, no. But then it's possible that any close-ups of him was like too filtered that you couldn't actually see anything funky with the eyes. The only time we really got to see any attention on anybody's eyes is definitely Subin, definitely Yeonjun, and definitely Taehyun. And Kai. But I don't think there was a distinctive close-up moment of eyes showing. Bongyu. Well, there's this moment here, but the lighting is way too like orangey, so yeah, anyways, so very, very interesting. I'll be able to actually function better thoughts as I'm making probably like a Twitter thread. Like a lot of my like theorist thoughts go into Twitter. So follow me on Twitter to see my theorist stuff. Who's holding their head? Yeah, friggin' Taeyeon like jumping around like a damn poltergeist. This has to be Bongyu, right? Why can I not tell? But also feel like it's Yeonjun. Alright, it's either Bongyu or Yeonjun that's holding his head like a headache. That moment with Subin where he's like swaying like this actually reminds me of the Hypen's Drunk Days. Any of the shots from Drunk Days where they were like giving that like drunken feeling. Reminds me of that. Actually, it also reminds me of a lot of Country See Me MV, especially like that moment. I think it's Jesus, like Summer in the Bridge or something like that. It's like heavy, distorted moment, which instead of failing to describe it, I'll just have it as an overlay right now, what I mean. But yeah, that same exact effect they use in the MV as like this like delayed kind of ghosty effect. So many strong references to Eternity Era. Just Yeonjun staring into your soul. He's always staring into our souls. Alright, I'm more confident that was Yeonjun holding his head actually. Honestly, the video version is giving way more like nightmare vibes than the photos. So the photos was more like mysterious and oddly mystical, but video version definitely carries the nightmare aspect much more. It is interesting that the ending shot is like a very soft, kind of almost peaceful take. Feathers falling onto them. And I mean, I'm always going to associate feathers and TXT to like others. That's just like a becoming default. Alrighty, the YouTube short version is now out, so let's check it out. If eyes could kill. All I'm gonna think of in that clip is just Poltergeist Chan. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm aware that it's not gonna be that different than the YouTube version, like the full version, but it's still fun to watch it anyways, and I now have. This concept is very, very interesting and creepy, but like I seem to be able to handle the creepy very, very well because I've seen creepier things. So like once you've seen the worst version of something, everything else doesn't seem so bad. That now wraps up Nightmare version, and now it'll be on to Farewell version. I'm excited.